All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kim McVicker podcast. Today, my guest is.
Nicole Tran. I'm
Hey,
a
Nicole.
friend of Kim. I'm a comedian, professional.
Yeah, where did you come? So you moved to Los Angeles how many years ago?
2.5 years ago. From
Okay,
yeah,
from where?
from Bay Area, San Francisco.
Oh, cool. And then you're not. I'm not American. Are you American?
I am American. I live in Little Saigon. It
And I love that. Congrats. How was the test? Was it hard?
was hard. Oh, you didn't take the citizenship? I drove you. I Uber you there, so you take it.
I have to do it soon. Well, I don't have to do it. I just
Yeah, right? You still Canadian or you American?
I'm Canadian. Yeah, I've never taken the test because I'm afraid I've tried to take it, like, just for fun,
You
and
Vancouver, British Island.
it's hard. The test is hard.
Come on, man. English is my second language. I took it, and you speak English like first language. It's hard for you. That's
No,
the
it's learning the history of America. There's so much.
oh, you just memorize it, the question. They
That's
have
fair.
100 questions. You just memorize it. It's like multiple choice question.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. When did you move to America?
I moved here like a long time, 1993.
Oh, wow. Did you do stand up where you're from, or did you
No,
start it
I
in America?
started in San Francisco
Okay.
18 years ago.
And what made you wanna get into stand up?
I started as a public speaker. I joined Toastmaster International. So
Okay.
I was a very funny toaster from the very beginning. Here, everybody, come on, learn how to speak English with confidence. So I start engaging. I go to a lot of public speaking events. I competed for humor speed contests at Google, Yahoo, Cisco, you name it, IBM, and I won a few of them. So some of the members people have you heard of this one, Toastmaster International? Very,
No. What is it?
very prestigious. It's called Public Speaking and Leadership Association. And what you do, you pay membership, and you prepare each week like a presentation, technical or whatever, storytelling, jokes, and then you speak, you get on and you speak. It starts from 3 minutes, then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, and it improve your skills. That's how I started. And I prepare like entertaining speeches, so I make people laugh at the clubs, like public speaking clubs. So say, let's take Nicole to comedy club where she can entertain the audience. Now they brought me in like a club, like around 30 minutes from San Francisco, called Rooster Tea Feather. Cook, 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 cook that. Cook, 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 cook that. Called Rooster. And then that's how I started. But I started, you remember the Bringer show? I had to start it like a Bringer show. I brought like 30 engineers from Google's. So they show up and they give me 5 minutes. I was confident, but I wasn't trained. I was learning the skill to be a public speaker, but I wasn't a comedian. So basically I just did storytelling. I go on, go on, go on with a punchline, and then people at the clubs help me.
That's
So
great. I did the same thing. I just talked too long in the beginning, and then it's learning how to, like, make it smaller and shorter. Um, 30 people as a bringer is pretty. So if you're not a stand-up comic out there, when you start stand-up comedy, the first thing is usually open mics, and then after open mics, somebody will have a show, but they'll say you have to bring 5 people in order to get up, and that's, like, kind of what a bringer is.
yeah, but
And so
in San Francisco, it's not that bad. It's only that a big club. So usually, if I went to open mic or small showcase, I didn't have to bring any people because Bay Area not like LA. You have to bring people. So Bay Area is also a very good comedy scene. You should do it. And the reason they make me bring it because I wasn't being a professional comedian, but I just want to get some stage at comedy club. So that why. But later on, I start the open mic showcase. So I become a what you call. goofy comedian Nicole Tran.
Yeah, you have a lot of stage presence when you're on stage. You do a lot of like physical activities. That's really cool. It's fun to watch.
Mm. I'm a
What's
Yeah, I started like I was very, believe me, like 18 years ago. If you see me, you wouldn't be believe. I would be completely like not like now. You see me, I was like this, and that's why the public speaking presentation trained me. I had to. I introduced myself, and I get 5 minutes, and I was nervous. I was shy because the Asian culture taught me to be very shy, reserved. I wasn't like that at all. So I start going to a lot of clubs. I watch a lot of professional comedians and punchline clubs everywhere I go watch, and I say I have to be. I were inspired by Latina women. They go, Latina. They very expressive. They go on, they talk, and they use their hand. They say I want to be like that. So I at open my as I go on, kick my feet, do all the things. So it works for me. So after that, I said no more shy, reserved Nicole. Now Nicole become Latina. And then everybody said you need to dress cute like Latina. You not to wear hair, high heels, put makeup on, wear necklace. And then I listen to those Latino comics. Dress. Uh, that's how I started.
That's
And
really cool.
physical comedian.
Yeah. What's your do you have like a favorite comic that you look up to now or that when you started?
When I started, I watch a lot of physical comedian. Usually I watch movies, like old movie, like all of the like Jerry Lewis, the very physical, very intense, right?
Mhm.
Like those are the one that like legendaries. And I watch very old fashioned movies. Like those people never alive anymore, but they their comedy pretty very very good.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I start going to the comedy store. I watch Jeremiah Watkins and all of the people, a lot of like physical comedians like Steph Tollef.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
That's great. Do you ever do the road? Like do you ever do gigs outside of California?
Yeah. I
How
did Florida. I did Colorado. I did a lot.
how do they take you like as a presence in those because I like audiences here think you're hilarious. Is it the same in different markets or
Yeah. But
fight a little bit more or is it easier?
no, no, let me tell you the reason I'm able to handle it because I start my career in San Francisco. And when I did my jokes, I try it at 6 venues before I use that jokes. I drove to the city like the little mix diverse open mic, and then I see this joke works, and then I'm not sure, and I go a little bit white crowd far away, 2 hours away, and I try to test this material if this joke works, and then I go a little bit like 1 hour from that area and did the jokes a little bit better or just bomb or that. So then I test my material at multiple cities. That's why you see when I get on it, I have the power to control it because I test my material at so many cities before I use it as an actual materials.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
smart. What did you do before stand up? Like just public speaking or anything else?
So I work for high tech. I was a nerdy engineer. I was like, and I was so entertaining. And then people just start laughing and distract people. And I told me, Nicole, you probably won't fit in science. You probably fit in art. And I said, this is so boring. This cubicle job is so boring. So I never concentrate. I just entertain people. I make people laugh, and my boss called me and said, Nicole, I think you should choose a career, or maybe you should move to a different department like marketing or sales or customer service, not scientific department. So I ended up moving different company, and then that's how because I work for corporate culture, and the Toastmaster International introduced to all of the high tech companies. That's how I got introduced into the public speaking.
Because you knew so much about tech, so you could do tech jokes or relatable
No,
talk.
no, because the Public Speaking Association is a very is a requirement for engineering, for people that in scientist field to learn about the skills so they can do presentation. So
Mm.
all high tech companies uh, encourage their employee to join this association. So all high tech have the Toastmaster inside the companies.
Cool.
So
That's
the
very
employees even runs this public speaking in the clubs. That why you know how many club I joined five. So then I am able to visit multiple high tech companies and I'm able to do any speech I want.
Do you still do speeches for high tech companies?
So I've done, so after I become comedian, I don't have time anymore.
Fair, fair. How often do you get up?
Like every week, you I
Right? Or do you take like a night off? What's your writing process?
writing process. I write it almost every week, and then I try to test my material at a lot of open mic. I still do a lot of open mics every week now, beside book show, and I go and do it because. But I'm getting smarter. I don't pay the $5. I
Mhm.
drive a little bit far, and I the open mic, they're all brand new comics, so they don't know anything is about jokes yet. So they can be my audience perfect. So they just sit there and listen to me. So the new comics are my audience. I don't have to pay $5 or anything. So they just sit there and watch me.
That's cool. That's really fun. Do you have like a favorite area to do stand up in?
My favorite, I usually drive very far. Beach town are my favorite. I go
Okay.
Redondo, Huntington, Long Beach, far. In Energy Beach,
That's your jam.
breeze, uh, fun. So that way I go like every week. If you can have a show, send me at the beach. I would love to go.
That's cool. And you work for Pauly Shore now sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's a podcast. It's yeah, I got on it because Polly see me as an open mic. I do open mic all the time. That's how I got people got noticed me to open mics. I don't time play games. I don't play politics as all. All I do is just hard work and nice.
That's me too. I know that some people, yeah, and to each their own. Play it your own way.
Mhm.
I would rather just keep working on being funny.
You are
And
very you said something like, "Oh, I noticed you copy Nicole cadence," and I always remember you that you copy Nicole's style. It won't work for you. You say, and you told me this is so funny.
yeah, everybody's different and everyone, it's hard. You got to find your own thing, you know? Yeah.
Do
If
you
you,
storytelling? You should make friends with Greg. He's also runs his. I'm right now. When I started, I did storytellings a lot, but
mhm.
storytelling is harder to make people laugh strong, unless you very good at like improvisation, acting. So that's why I choose jokes.
Yeah, you like smaller jokes.
Yeah, jokes are the one that make you notice. Yeah, you have to have jokes. A lot of people like me not because I'm nice or something. I have jokes. I have joke that I have tested. And you're talking about I'm not tested in LA. I'm tested at different state. I did Seattle. I did Arizona. I did a lot. The only state I haven't done in New York and Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Like big scene that I haven't done. I'm planning to do Chicago. Have you done Chicago?
I've done both, New York and Chicago. They're both great. They're New York, you can get like 6 shows in a night if you really plan it. There's so many places in New York, and then Chicago's more like when I have done it. Like I've done just a show, like a regular headliner set or a feature set, like a normal structured show. But they do have ones kind of like LA, like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. New York is a lot like that. New York is very similar to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago has both. It just depends on what you're there for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what club you're doing. So some of the clubs in Chicago don't let, or and I could be wrong. So if you're from Chicago, please tell me. But I've heard that you can't do like if you do this club, they don't want you to do that club kind of thing. But in New York, you can do them all for the most part
Really?
on the same street. Yeah, there's a lot of that. They even have that here in LA a little bit where they don't, not as much. Actually, most comics here do all of the clubs within that little triangle of each other the same night. Yeah. If you couldn't do stand up, what would you do?
Fashion designer.
Ooh, cool. What would you make?
I had a degree in fashion designer. Kim, do you know I have a lot of degrees?
It sounds like you do. Okay,
Yeah,
we got fashion designer. We've got tech.
master degree in business administration. I have a minor degree in accounting. You name it. I don't know how many degrees I should tell you, but they're pretty legit. That why it make me move fast in my professional letters. It helps me a lot. And I have a minor degree in drawing. Then you see I post. You follow me. I
Mhm.
draw. I do sketch,
That's
and I'm
great.
very good at it. I have a passion for it. I used to be very good in fashion sketches.
What kind of dresses like, do you like to do dresses, pants? Like, what would be your
Right?
style?
I'm good. You see, I go on. I have style.
Yeah, you always wear dresses. I didn't know what you would make for other people.
Yeah, I have a degree, but I haven't make. But I'm thinking in the future I will make my own thing. Very
Yeah, it could be your merch. Make your own
beautiful.
merch.
I drive by the Hollywood. All of the clothing they design for actors looks so fabulous.
Mhm, mhm. I have a degree in dance, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, I want to dance.
Say that again?
I want to see you dance.
Oh, now I don't dance. I'll take a class every now and then, but I
But
mostly
professional dancer
I used to be, yeah. Yeah, I
or
used
all kind of dance, like because degree of dance, you have to study all kind of them.
for my degree, I had to do jazz, tap, and hip.
Oh, you know how to tap? Oh,
Mhm.
that's one of my favorite. I took it. I failed. Oh
You
my god!
How did you fail?
Listen, because it's a final class and someone booked me for comedy. So I lied to the teacher. I said, look, I wasn't feeling well. I cannot go to your final. And then I decided to go to the comedy show. And then she failed me. She said, you didn't show up for my class. You didn't have the doctor note, so I have to fail you. And then I took her class again for jazz. And then the same thing happening for comedy. I told her I have to go to comedy show. I cannot. She said you either choose comedy or finish my this second time you do it. I said I go to comedy. So
Yeah.
I gave me F, big giant F for the jazz. And now I don't remember anything.
Yeah, you don't have to have a degree really for dance. You just have to be audition and fit the size and match whatever they're looking for. Yeah.
But I study just for the comedy moves. So I
It's fun.
can
It's good for
relax.
balance. Yeah, it's good for tapings when you tape a special. Having a dance background allows you to have the same body things from one tape to the next so
Body
they
movement.
match.
It very makes you very relaxed, make you very natural, make you dances helps a lot in every I think dance and acting are very important in our lives.
Do you do acting classes?
Yeah, weekly.
Where do you take acting?
West Hollywood. We're famous for studio. I'm committed.
And what do you learn in acting class? Like what do they like if I
I learned how to be conversational, talk like That's why I had a hard time, and I express emotions, like loud, be angry, be funny, be at the moment, be listen and respond to the reaction. That's why I
Mhm.
learned substitution and objectives. Those I still learn in different scene.
Yeah. Would you ever run your own show anywhere?
I run everywhere, run
Well,
shows.
I know you run, but I meant like produce a show in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, now I'm running like four shows now.
That's so many. Where are
Now
they at? If someone wanted to come to them, where would they go to find them?
I'm doing Hollywood, the Petticash on July 18 and August on Hollywood Improv 29, Friday, 7:30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you online if they want to follow you?
Follow me online is Nicole Tran Comedy. I'm also on Q Tony. Everybody should watch me on Q Tony.
When did you do Kill Tony?
A lot. I got on there like 20 times.
Do you do it still?
I don't do it much anymore, but because I did it very well when I got on there. I was very well prepared. I was like good at it. So basically, people I become very memorable. Now people chase me down the street. Ha ha! Nicole Tran, the cute Tony girl. And then I said I was wearing no makeup on, pantalon, like a sweatshirt. No, my hair looked like a bug nest. and I were getting the coffee. I suddenly hear a scream, "Kill the nigger!" And I turn my back. It's like I was swarmed by a group of people. Take a picture with you. Can I take a picture with you? And then I go everywhere now. Everybody don't call me Nicole.
They
They
call
call
you
me Kill
Tony.
Tony girl.
Did you ever do it when it was in now that it's in Texas? Or did
Yeah,
you only do it in LA?
yeah, Texas. I did a lot too.
How do you what's the difference in the Texas crowd versus the LA crowd for Kill Tony?
The LA since they moved, I did it before COVID, right? The
Mhm.
the one in the comedy store, the man room, but then the Texas they become wild. Like they really go like wild. Here they not really wild for you. It's just like they support, but Texas they really go wild. Like if you, they really love you, they really show it. They like who. And
That's
they I even got young white guys ask me out for a date, and I don't even know they hitting on me because I part of it's like I'm a still Asian girl. I don't understand white culture really deep. So I after the show, I just uh talk to my friends. So white guys are like talking to me, and I didn't even know they were eating on me. Say you want to go eat lunch? I said sure. Eat lunch. I said it's just a friend lunch. I don't know anything. Like people ask you for lunch. It's a date. And after that, those cute, no, cute, Tony, young white guys, blonde, really pretty. Huh? They even asked me, "Hey, what you doing tonight? Can I go to your room?" And I said, "What do you mean go to my room? Are you crazy?" And then now I start getting the idea. I said, "I pay for my lunch. You don't need to pay it." And I said, "Hey, you want to smoke cigarette? I don't smoke, thank you." And it's like going to I want to go to your room. I said, "Oh, what is going on?" I said, "I'm interested in you." I said, "Oh, I thought you just want to be my friend after Q Tony." Guys, come on, Blondie. I told them, "Oh, come on, Blondie. You need to date a Blondie. I don't have time to babysit you. I don't have time to take your dog for a walk. You too young for me. Go."
that's funny.
So I
Good job.
told them, but why dudes? I thought you just like me because I'm funny and I make you laugh, and then and then you certainly go and ask me weird questions, and I think I
Good
don't.
to know because it's so when women try to sleep with men who are comics, they're called chuckle fuckers. And it's good to know that it happens the other way around.
What is it?
It's called a chuckle fucker. It's somebody who wants to have sex with somebody who is a comic because they made them laugh.
Oh,
Yeah. So if there's a type of person, so like we know people who only sleep with comics, right? Like some of them are stand-ups, some of them are just like fans of comedy. When they sleep with just comedians for the most part, they're called chuckle fuckers. So it's not about how good, like they just want to sleep with whomever who's on stage that did well. For
oh,
whatever reason they
why-
like that.
that's why I brushed so many white guys away. I
Yeah.
said, and especially the one that follow me. I love Asian girls. I told, stop it. Stop. You just added me to your list. Ew, gross. Leave me alone. Then why? And then they follow me around. I said, "No, I'm not your type. You're not my type. You're not blue eye. You're not too tall for me. Please leave me alone. I don't date comics. Comic is drama. I'm not a drama comedy queen. I don't date comics. I don't date comics. Do you?
No, no.
No.
I'm married. I've been married for a long time. But I wouldn't date a stand-up anyways.
Yeah, it's very drama.
I'd be competitive. Um, I'd want to be funnier than them. And then also if I was dating someone who was a comic and they did a joke about me, I would have to go up afterwards and like rebuttal that joke. Like I know my ego would be like, actually what happened was like it wouldn't
But
be
your husband, he's not a comedian in Canada. No.
he does comedy, but not stand-up comedy. He does like writing and
But he from Canada, right? He's not from here.
no, he's from Mississippi.
Oh, he's American.
Mhm.
Oh, but he's not a, like a comedian. But you married in Canada or here?
We met in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have so many comics hit on me, and but young white guys. I said, stop it. You need school supplies. I can take you to buy. I'm your mama. You, I said, I think this is sick, man. Do you do? I think I'm older than you, at least double your age. You 18. I'm more than 36. Do you need a school? I said, do you need like tuition to buy books? I can take you to the library. Do not go and ask me for a day. You should ask white girls to date you. You cute. You don't. You That's your confidence. Why you ask me? I'm much older than you, and I'm not a cougar. Back off.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of them. Yep, yep, yep. What is your ideal man?
I like romantic man.
Okay.
I like because I date so many romantic. I like white man. My favorite is white man. The second Latino. But he has to romantic though. He has to make cakes for me, buy me flowers. He doesn't have to make like tons of money because I make my own money too. So the relationship has to be a balance. It's like um it could be great if he love to swim, he love to surf like many white guys love to do. He take me boating, skiing.
You like to do a lot of physical activities.
Yeah, like your husband take you to.
Yeah, we don't do what do we do? We hang out a lot. I don't know. We don't go skiing. We've never gone skiing. I am good at skiing though. I would like to. I'm from Canada, so I know how to
Yeah,
ski.
you from the city of
Yeah.
what? Yeah, water ski. You good at it too?
I've never water skied. I don't know if I would like that.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever water skied?
Hockey. You from the city of hockey?
I can't ice skate. So I can kind of, but in Canada you have to do ice skating lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And, and when I was little, Santa Claus used to skate around the ice rink, and
Oh,
I was like 5, and I wanted to meet Santa, and I couldn't ice skate. I kept falling, so I sat down and cried. And then Santa came and picked me up and ice skated with me around. And then that ended up in the paper of like Santa picks up sad girl crying because she can't ice skate. Canadian can't ice skate was like the headline. And then years later, I went to a friend's house and she had that article up on her house. And I was like, why do you have an article of me? That's really creepy. But she was the other little girl that he was holding hands with. So it was like a weird small town. The world is
oh,
small. You
you
think
still have that magazine? You should post it.
oh, I should find it. It was in the newspaper. It was I don't know, many, many years ago, more than 30.
You story. Those a story you should talk about on stage.
Yeah, yeah,
Want-
maybe.
Make
Yeah,
it fun.
yeah, well, yeah. Make it funny for sure.
Santa Claus couldn't ski, couldn't hockey. Can you believe it? I'm a Canadian, but no hockey skill.
Yep, yep. I have all my teeth,
So,
unlike
do you work at the improv a lot? I love the improv.
I get up there a good amount. I do like it. When I'm in town, I do that. I have been on the road for the last little bit, so I'll be in town for 2 weeks, and then I'm gone again for 2 weeks, and then I'm hoping to be in California for, like, 3 months, hopefully. We'll see. I do have some road gigs that I'll put on my website,
Oh,
but
you're not in California now. You in the
I'm in California right now, but I travel a lot. I do
uh,
a lot of road gigs.
you
Yeah.
go to Canada too?
Mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like Vancouver and Toronto. They're great.
What city? If I want to go visit Canada, my sister love to go Canada. What city should I go?
It depends on what you want. So Vancouver is very like California, where it's like laid back and chill, and there's a lot of beautiful trees and
No,
hiking and
I want to see
that.
Canada that looks European one, not look American.
No, nothing in Canada really looks that American, other than like we still sell the same types of clothing. A lot of things match, but like Vancouver is very like more if you're into hiking and activities, and then Toronto is a city, so it's more like New York, where it's like if you want to go do stuff like a restaurant and drinking and that kind of stuff.
But which city of Canada looks romantic, like European village, little village,
Ooh, I don't know. Romantic, probably more Vancouver than Toronto.
Vancouver?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're trying to get the romance, just stay off Hastings Street. That street is, uh,
Oh,
yeah, where all the drug addicts are. So that's not very romantic.
oh, it's a very famous for the drugs addict is over there.
Yeah,
Want to go visit like similar like Son Van?
yeah, yeah.
So
You like water sports or that kind of stuff?
yeah, but I cannot do it. But I just want to go sit in the city that looks like France or Italy or Spain, not like American thing. Not
Where? Have you traveled a lot outside of America?
Yeah, I live in Europe. I study in Europe. I visit a lot of European country. That's why I want to see Canada. That looks like
Europe.
a
What's your
little,
favorite European country?
probably probably Belgium.
Okay. What would you recommend I do if I go to Belgium?
Belgium is very hospitable. Back then I didn't bring any map, no GPS. I just harass people on the street. Where should I go? Where should I go? And they tell you exactly where you should go.
That's great.
They're very friendly. The Belgium,
What's your least favorite country?
European.
Or
Uh,
anywhere?
I think all of the European country I love.
That's good. That's great.
I think European countries have a lot of charm. You know,
Yeah. If you could do stand up in any country, what country would you wanna do stand up in?
of course, firstly Paris, France, and then
Okay.
Spain, uh, Greeks. All European country is so cool.
It'd be interesting to do stand up. I've done stand up in certain places, like where did I do stand up? I've done Australia, Ireland, mostly English speaking places. I was just in, was it Scotland last year? I don't remember. But it's so fun because like everything is so beautiful to us because we see the same things all the time. And then I'm like, why would anyone want to go inside in a dark and watch stand up? But if it's your town, it's like something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Just
thank you so much for joining me. Do you have any advice for new comics coming into stand up?
just be genuine, not a social climber. I have met a couple social climbers and pretend to be my friend and ask for booking. And that start giving me a lot of problem. Just be genuine. First, it has to be hard work, and then put a lot of time on writing jokes and go practice. Study acting, study improvisation, study joke writing, do a lot of workshops for improvisation. Keep practicing your jokes at different mics. Do little showcase. Go to a lot of comedy clubs. Watch very funny comics. Pick ones you like. Make friends. Improve your social media skills. Study software application that used for comedy like Photoshops, all kind of things like digital media, everything you should learn. Make friends with funny people, you know.
And just don't be a social climber.
Yeah, don't be. I had a problem before, and now I'm experiencing it. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
And my friend told me that happened if you become popular, then people start playing games. It's like politics.
I remember the first time I met, well, my first memory of you is I was hosting the improv open mic and your name was in the bucket and Rocky was like, you have to get this girl on. You have to get this girl on. Okay. So I put you on because he was like, you got to see her. And I was like, all right, we'll
Oh,
pull her.
really? For hosting, and back then, did I harass you for the time? I did harass so many. Put me on, put me on. I
You
even
know, Rocky is the one who told me to put you on. So it wasn't like that. Yeah.
is that a long time ago? I don't remember.
That was probably whenever you were first, I think you were visiting from San Francisco. I don't even think you lived here yet.
Oh, maybe a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't harass you. I have given Gina. You know Gina.
Mhm.
That time I moved here and I saw her and she didn't put me on. I walked out of the room and I just and she followed me. She said, Nicole, I promise to put you on. And I gave her my face, and I wasn't supposed to do that way, but I love stage so much, so I heard her voice. I will put you on next week, and
It's
I,
the
I
learning lesson. So here's a great, if you're a newer comic and you don't get up, there are hundreds of people in the bucket and there's only so many spots. So like just keep going and you'll eventually get up. Don't get jaded before you get up. Like,
you know what? No, they put you on the upstairs fronts. Do you know that?
well, some people do, some people don't. It's not as rigged as it used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
But when I go there, I saw 5 weeks in a row only one same comics. I said, what is going on? So I
The odds, man. The bucket is like it's so random.
no,
Yeah.
I already have the name in the mind. The name took it out. It's not the name that all under written, and I guarantee you, I'm smart. I'm not dumb. So I know that Taylor Howard is not Taylor Howard, is Kim McCovark, and as soon as I hear that one, I say they're friends. So and then the next one is Liz Lee Chakaboki, and I said this girl already gone last week. Next week is Lee Chakaboki. I said forget.
I do think it matters when you. So I don't think. Okay, I do think some people definitely rig the bucket. I don't think everybody does. And I also think it depends on when you put your ticket in. I always put mine in at the very end if I want to do that mic. So it is at the top.
Really? No, they shake it.
Not everybody does. It depends. And then so that's the thing. Like it's always different. It really just depends. That's why I genuinely think you should keep going. It shows good face. Everybody, and just if you don't get up, enjoy the comics. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they suck. And that's also very fun to watch. I like watching bad comedy though, because I'm always surprised at somebody who's shocked when their joke isn't funny. Like when they're like that makes me laugh because I'm like, you really thought everyone was gonna laugh at that? Like, and it's usually too mean or too dark, and it's like nobody wants to laugh at that. That's not okay.
But the thing is, like, if you keep going there and nobody put you up, you become depressed. And but the thing it's hard because the whole room is all comics. Nobody laugh for each other.
Yeah, so yeah, and it depends on if you're talking Tuesday or Wednesday, and or what. Honestly, Sunday or Monday too. It depends on what comedy clubs you're talking about because there's a few. Um, yeah, it's just a matter of keep doing it, and then also if you have that where you get depressed, watch your mental health. I think going to an open mics. So for me, I don't really get mad if I don't get up, and
Hey,
I think
to the
that's why
look at the door.
you're going to the mic. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you want to get up, but if you're not going with the intention of I have to get up, have another place that you know you're going to get up at afterwards, and then just go have a good time and hope you get up, but enjoy that other people got up. I think that also matters.
Oh, that's a nice advice you gave me.
Yeah,
Eh,
go to have a good
Hey, do you
time.
potluck at the store?
Pardon?
Do you?
Potluck at the store, for example, right? Like, yeah, that's another one.
Huh?
Sundays and Mondays, if you go there and you don't get up, not getting frustrated. There's only 15 people. Like, just go more, hang out, have fun. Enjoy the people that you know that got up. Like be happy for your friends. I think people forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch your friends and be like, that was great, whatever.
But it's hard to do that way when you don't get up. It just is serious.
It depends. I really think it depends on your personality.
In reality, it's tough. You just sit there and you watch. Oh my god! How
Yeah, well, that's where you get up. You don't have to sit there the whole time. But then that's how people feel when you get up too, right? So that's why they're not laughing all the time the other way around at an open mic.
no,
Like it flips.
life of the party. As soon as I got on, I feel the thrill like Nicole Tran, Nicole Tran, Nicole Tran, and I feel that I like that thrill that people cheer me on. That's the thing I want. I just don't care about the 3 minutes. I can get 20 minutes. My friends over there, but the cheer, the popularity,
Yeah, I get that.
that the yell people yell my name. Nicole in the house, Nicole in the house. That's the one I want to hear. And I don't got it. I don't hear it. I become. Should I go here anymore? Nobody
Yeah,
else.
you gotta go there again and you gotta crush it. And or just keep doing your 20-minute sets too. Those are great too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
So
whatever brings you
you
joy.
do this podcast how often?
Basically once a week. It comes out usually on Wednesdays, so this will be out on Wednesday. Thank
Uh-huh.
you so much for joining me. Everybody will be back next Wednesday. And again, Nicole, tell everyone where they can follow you online or shows they could go to.
Okay, they can follow me online. Is Instagram Nicole Tran Comedy. No space between letter. Nicole Tran Comedy. No space between
No
letter.
no space between letter.
And yeah, my show is the Comedy Store on the Monday, which Monday the 23rd. Spot at the Belly Room, and then July 18th, Petticast, West
Nice.
Hollywood. Okay, my friend.
Follow her on Instagram for more dates. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.